All right, we're in game number 2 of the AD2L Season 41. This is the Conqueror division, I believe. Pot of Greed versus Conquerors of the Island in the Sun. What a name, honestly. All right. Axe and Clockwork. I told you, got to ban the Clockwork, right? It's just too good. Fourth World Marshal is just a fantastic Clockwork player. You cannot let him get it. Axe ban, of course. The Brewmaster is probably played by Welshie or Rob a Boss, and they don't want to throw that in the mid or the off lane, so it's a good ban if it is directed straight at him. They're going to be banning the Shadow Shaman as well, which I think is a good choice. Probably one of the best supports, like I say, all the time right now. Zeus is banned. Don't like that as a support or a mid, which I think is a good choice. Dark Willow's banned. I think those are two great bans. Dark Willow and Clockwork were a problem. How are you going to handle another DK pick, though, right? Do you ban it again? Or do you ban it, or do you let him pick it again? Right? Okay, does Conquerors of the Sun pick something else and just show what they can do with something else? They're going to ban the Ursa, pick up the Tiny. Okay, we'll see.
10 seconds to pick. Dyer's back.
Venomancer.
Alright, nice. Gonna pick up a Venomancer. I like the Venomancer. Lots of slows. Big ult as well. Now, the Tiny could be a 4. I think most of the time it's played as a carry or a mid right now. Bans out on the Night Stalker. So, they're either banning the Night Stalker because they have a support that is going to want to channel a spell, or they just have a support that's not going to be able to defend themselves. So that makes me think, like, we saw the Bane earlier, who did terribly against the Night Stalker. So something like that might be picked up by Conquerors. Lifestealer is going to be banned out too. Lifestealer gets very tanky. Has a lot of health. If you're getting a fantastic amount of denies, it can be really a problem. Razor picked up by Pot of Greed already. Okay. I can see this as their off lane against the Tiny. If it is a carry Tiny.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Dire team enough.
Jakiro. Lysergic Acid Dilithiamide. Alright, I don't know what that means, but teach their own. Hoodwink and Jakiro. Okay. I think these are both fine here. Jakiro is great as the Ice Path and the Macropyre with the hits. Really, you don't have to ban the Undying or the Phoenix now because you have the Jakiro, and the other team doesn't want to pick them because of the Jakiro pick, right? And you're thinking, why? Why is that, Jakiro? Well, the Jakiro now has 2 hits, right, each time they attack. So the Tombstone, the Phoenix Egg are going to go down very quickly. Vengeful Spirit's going to be picked up. Great choice. It can swap in people, swap out people. Has a great stun and reduces armor in the area. So Razor wants to fight somebody, you swap them in, link them, stun them, reduce their armor, chase them right down. Juggernaut, okay. I wonder who they're going to lane with the Juggernaut.
10 seconds to pick.
I say you want to lane the Venomancer and the Razor together. I think you have more slows than stuns. And lane the Jug and the Vengeful Spirit. Centaur Warrunner is going to be picked up as well. I think he's a very strong offlaner right now. And they played it very well on Conquerors of the Island in the Sun. They banned the DK. All right. Good choice, Pot of Greed. I'd like to see what Daddy Odin is going to play now. Had a great last DK game, and we'll see what's going to be picked up. They're going to ban the Storm. Bans the Void Spirit. Okay. The Zeus is banned, right? Yes. So I wonder if he likes these tanky mid laners. With like the DK and the Kunkka. Who else would be a good tanky mid laner? Lesh, I guess? Is Lesh a good mid tanky? Ban the OD. So probably a strength mid laner. Like they could, I guess, play a Tide. That'd be very weird. That'd be very Drodes 18 of them. But I don't know if they're going to do that. Let's see what we got here. Tide might be a crazy pick. They're gonna pick the Wind Ranger. Okay, not as tanky as I thought, but if you get like a double bracer into power treads, it can be actually very tanky. Get all those red items, still do the damage because you're universal, and you can just walk around with 3,000 health, looking like a Centaur War Runner. Pot of Greed, what do you do against this? You have a Razor, most likely going in the off lane, unless you pick up like a Slardar or something. Does Slardar do well against the Tiny? We saw something earlier against the Tiny that did well. I can't remember what it was. You could pick up a Lone Druid. How does Lone Druid do it against Wind? Puck.
How badly did they ruin
Okay.
your strategy?
I don't know how Puck does against Wind Ranger. But I've got faith. I've got faith. Rob Boss is going to be out here doing something good for his team. So let's see what happens. I'm going to give it to Conquerors of the Sun. They have the Centaur again against the Razor. MVP, last 6 of 20 matches. All right. 3 wins in a row. Sandbagging as the Tiny. We'll see what happens. We're going to get a 5-man smoke, and they're going to hook top. Now, it looks like they're ready to go. All right, they say go by the tower. They're going to go up these stairs, right? Up these stairs, maybe? Tiny's going to be here with the tree grab, and the Venge stun is going to be here as well. Okay, they're going to be running in. They're going to break the smoke, and big stun comes out. They do have the spin. It's going to be going in. The curveball is not going to be able to happen. They're just doing a lot of damage to the Jigiro, but doing a lot of damage to the Jug in return. Not going to be able to go in on the Venge completely. All right, Centaur does have a stun in 11 seconds. Power shot's going to go through. It's doing so much damage, but it's going to be slowed. And there's so many low people on the side of Pot of Greed, but they're going to be able to take the Centaur instead, and they're going to be right-clicking. Excal says, I don't give a fuck! You didn't hit me, I'm going to hit you! We're doing so much damage, the Plasma Field's going to come out onto 3, they're doing so much damage, Honeydew's going to go back in, but they're going to take the Tiny instead! Oh my god, it's going to be 4 for the side of Pot of Greed! I didn't think this was going to happen! Oh my god, okay. Wow. The Jug did go down to make the 1 death for Conquerors of the Island in the Sun, but holy shit. Oh my god. Can I see items? I cannot see items. Nice. Alright, so Razor. Holy. Dude, the plasma fields coming out by the Razor were doing so much damage. It's insane. Look at that. A 1,400 damage, and then the Wind with the 3 power shots doing 1,500 damage in crazy amount. Jakiro is going to be ran down by the Venomancer and the Razor here. This is absolutely insane of you. Deny him! Oh, he gets the deny! Oh, absolutely fantastic. Tiny LSD is playing out of his mind right now. It's that big, bright bulb right there. That's his mind doing just so much work. Nice work. Thanks, buddy. All right. So, well, let's start in this top lane because they're already here. You know what we're going to do. We're going to introduce every player on both teams. We've got Welshie playing that off lane Razor. I love to see it. He had a hard time last game, but you know what? He's going to come back this time and do something great. You know, he's already 2-0, I think, right? He's 1-0-3 right now. Venomancer is going to get ran down by the Tiny and the Jakiro. He's not going to have any airlines for him, so he's just going to right-click him and throw that big old tree at him, and that's okay. Venomancer takes a lot of damage. He says, hey, buddy, I'm Excal. I'll do it. All right, we're going to be going mid here. We got Rob Boss, not to be confused with Bob Ross, 2 different people. All right, he's got that Gamba notion on his mind, and you know he's out here. He's predicting who's going to win. All right. We've got B-Jack Honeydew going to be playing for Pot of Greed in that 1 position. last but not least is going to be Cakerman. He's got that cake on him, man, as that position 5 Vengeful Spirit. All right, we've got the Centaur War Runner being played by JDFM in that off lane. He had a great game last game. Let's see if we can keep it up. In this position 4, we've got the 4 Hoodwink, which I'm glad to see, who is going to have that scurry, gets that extra go nuts shot by JJ Knock. All right, keep Vito, Viton. Oh, I have still no idea what this means. All right, they're going to be going in, doing a little bit of damage. The stun onto the Centaur with the stun as well is going to be going in. They're going to be doing a lot of damage, but Welshie dies in the top lane to the Jakiro. We're going to be going to mid. We've got Daddy Odin playing that mid-wind runner. Going to be going for the bottle. It did an absolute fantastic amount of damage last game and really dominated. I wonder if this is going to be a little bit different against the puck. I did say you got to ban that DK and the clock, and they did both. So this might be more of an even game. We've got my man Jakiro being played by 4th World Marshall. Dude, I love to see whatever he does. He's always aggressive. He's always playing out of his mind. He's somebody that you always want to be careful of whenever you see on the map because, he might be alone. He might be with all the rest of his team. You have no idea because he's just going insane, all right? He's mentally lost it in his ranked games. He's just running at you. LSD is going to be playing this Tiny. He has some support in his life, Look at this, right? He's pulling, right? Last game he was doing it too. He's got that support lifestyle in him, and he's stacking as well. The Venomancer is going to be running down 4th World Marshal right here. He's got the double, but he's going to be TP away. Probably should have done that with the Avalanche. Is going to keep him alive. Absolutely fantastic. Tiny, like I said, got that support mindset, grind set, being able to help his teammates out and keep them alive. I'm going to be going to this bottom lane. The Vengeful Spirit did die. Has the tangos in her backpack. Going to be going for the urn. Don't know if she's actually got it because we can't see the items. Don't know what happened in Dota TV, but you got to figure that shit out. Thank you so much. All right. I think they're going to be okay. It looks like the Centaur, again, is going to be in the top. I was really surprised, right, that the Centaur was top net worth last game and probably is pretty close to this game. Yeah, he's decently close. I think he can catch up very quickly. He's doing very well in these last hits. JJ Knock is trying to get these pulls off, but not able to do it. They're going to push underneath the tower with the Juggernaut. Juggernaut just last hit and having a blast, getting those banner creeps as well. He doesn't miss a single one. I'm not going to watch until he does. And they're going to do some little damage to Xcal, the Link from the Razor. The Tiny Airline's trying to get away, but he's not going to stop. He says, I'm going to take all 57 of your damage, and that's all right. The power shot does miss from Daddy Odin on that Windrunner, but the Razor's taking a little bit of damage from the Jakiro with those double right clicks. Each doing 50% damage is the new change. All right, Venomancer does TP up. He's got the boots. He's going for those arcane boots as well. Got to be a little nervous in this. Realistically, they're dudes, they're just fighting each other, right? They're just beating each other up. They're saying, hey, we're going to take what you're going to give us, and we're going to give what you take us, And so you got to see what happens. Okay, the ult goes on to the puck. The puck does have the orb out, so you got to be careful, but go run down by the Windrunner and doing a lot of damage. Does have the phase shift, but not going to be able to use it, and the Dream Coil was out as well. Probably could have used that and be able to snap and stun. The TP does come top by the Tiny, and he's going to be able to get away from that Link. This has got to be very frustrating because you have no TP now for, 80 seconds, right? It's on cooldown, so... what are you going to do? Okay, the spin bottom is going to be going on the Hoodwink. The Bushwhack is going to go on to the 2. And the big stun from the Centaur, it's going to be able to kill the Vengeful Spirit. They got aggressive, but I don't know if you can get too aggressive in this lane, really. The Hoodwink is able to get away. The Centaur War Runner is about to have an ult in a level and a half, so you got to be careful. In the mid lane here, Wind Ranger is going to have the Invis, which leaves the puck with just a full bottle and no rune. It is 7 minutes. Hey, Xcal, he was like, look, it's 7 minutes. I got to get this level 5. I'm going to go. And Hoodwink is going to pick up level 5 as well, which is going to give the Chikiro a decent amount of experience. Tiny, like I said, you got to be careful, right? He has no TP, so he can't even play up, where he wants to be. Even if he had the TP, right, it'd still be on cooldown right now, I think. So, okay, the ult or the Wind Ranger is going to pop that invis. They're going to be running at the Razor, I think. Oh, it's a 4-man rotate. Okay, they see the Wind. Wind knows. They're going to bushwhack, and they're going to ult onto the Razor. Razor going to static field, but he's going to go down as just big shots, big arrows, you know what I'm saying? Big doinks and Amish with the Wind coming back mid right now, so the tower doesn't get pushed too much and is not going to be able to get that last hit. We all saw that. Thank you so much. All right. Jakiro, I think he's doing okay. Not too worried about it. All right. Venomancer, going to be going for the boots. I don't know what you need in this game as Veno. I think a Force Staff would probably do you good, or the link on to the Tiny. Tiny doesn't have a TP, but he's going to be able to get away. Just walks it right off, Shake it off! Shake it off! Ooh, ooh! All right, and Centaur, I think, does okay. He's going to be going for the Veil as well. Probably has 3 bracers and is going for the Veil. Arcane is going to be picked up by the Wind Ranger, going for the Puck. Puck is going to get shackled. Wind doesn't have the ult, and Power Shot is not going to connect. A little bit south to what the Puck wanted. And gets a nice little last hit. Look at that! Learn Wind! That's how you get that last hit, baby. Alright. Juggernaut is going to be going a little aggressive on the Centaur. Centaur stomps, and he walks away. Might have been able to Omni Slash there if he wanted to, but the creep was very close. We're going to be rotating bottom with the Puck here. We see it coming out. The Puck says, hey, I'm here. Centaur Warrunner has no ult. He's got a second. They heard that. If they were paying attention, they're not going to be able to get it. Could you Omni Slash the Hoodwink right there? Like, how much does Omni Slash do? 100? 200 bonus damage. Or 25 bonus damage. Hey, you would have been really close, especially with the Wave of Terror. I think you go stun. And pop! Does go down on the Venge. They do Puck ult underneath the tower. The rotate from the Wind Ranger is going to be going on, but says, hey, you know what? I'm going to go back mid, and I'm going to go push your tower really hard. What are you going to do? The Wind is going to be like, well, I guess I got to run back. Like I said, the power treads are good. The Bracer, I think, is really good. You get the damage and the health. Red Wind is very nice. Tiny's going to be pushed out of this jungle by the Venomancer, getting a fantastic D ward, which leaves the Razor by himself to just last hit some creeps up top, and you're good to go. We're going to be going onto this Vengeful Spear with the Ice Path. Big stun from the Centaur as well, and he's going to be able to TP out. The Bushwhacker is going to miss, and the shot. Oh, he walks back in it! Oh, no. The Razor is going to rotate. He's not going to be able to hit anything on that plasma field, and is going to be seen by the team with this tree. All right. So if you don't know, all right, Hoodwink, if you throw a tree down, you're able to see with it, okay? If you're going to be playing against a Hoodwink, don't play around these trees. They're going to have vision of you, so you've got to be very careful. All right, you're trying to be sneaky and stealthy. It's not going to work. Tiny's going to be picking up that shield rune. I don't know if we've talked about the shield rune. Now, a shield rune is going to give you a barrier equal to 50% of your max HP. So it doesn't matter. If you have 1400 max HP and you're completely full, you're going to get the same. They're going to go Centaur ult out of the bottom lane, and the Veno ult is going to be able to kill this Centaur, I think. He's burning down. He's trying to get away, but it doesn't. Oh my God, it doesn't. He doesn't die. Okay, the Juggernaut is going to be able to spin onto the Jakiro. Jakiro is going to Ice Path, and the stun. The Bushwhack saves. Okay, the Scream of Pain with the stun is going to come out. It's going to be able to kill one. They're going to be trying to look for a tiered second kill. And the slows, okay, the ult from the Wind is going to be able to push the Juggernaut back. Juggernaut is going to throw the healing ward down. Daddy Odin is going to be running away, and the ult from the Puck is going to be able to get that triple kill streak onto the Puck from the Wind. Now, it's very good. Okay, so we're going to go back to this, right? The Tiny, that shield rune, right, is going to give you 800 health, right? If you have 1 health and a max of a 1400, all right, you're still going to get the same amount. All right, the TP's into mid. They're going to do a little bit of damage, and the Razor's got to back up. He's looking scared, running for the amount of health he has. The Wind is going to TP, is not going to be fast enough to be able to power shot this Razor, unfortunately. The DD is going to be top. It's going to be picked up by the Puck. Oh, and you see it just barely. You know the Puck has a DD. You know the Puck is going to go top. Tiny, I think you pick up a Clarity right here. You know, you pick up a Clarity, and you go... you know, keep hitting jungle right here. Pulls. Nice. Fantastic work. I told you, LSD. That support lifestyle. All right. Gotta know. Take notes here, carries. Yeah, you can do this yourself. Right? Wards are free if you need them. Smokes are 50 gold a piece if you need one. If you're worried about it, use it. And we're going to be top. The Puck is there to harass a little bit. Looking out this tower, they're going to be taking these creeps and probably taking this tower as well with the Puck, to be honest. Creeps are going to be showing at the tower. They're going to see that with the Illusionary Orb. And it takes it, and they're going to be able to clear it before the other creeps show up. Yep, there we go. Boom. Jakiro is going to be here with the Tiny, though. Tiny has a lot of health. 2,000 to be exact. Why, I don't know, but... is able to deny the tower as well. Fantastic work. They're going to be a 4-man rotate up here. They see the Hoodwink, and the Ice Path is huge. They're going to connect the Bushwhack on it too. Okay, the Puck is be able to get away after the Winter or the Wind ult onto the Razor, and the walk away from the Puck is going to be working. Has the ult, but is not going to be able to use it. The bottom lane, the Jug is going to be ran out by the Centaur War Runner. Has the Veil of Discord, but says, "Hey, look, buddy." You can't do anything to me. He does go for the double edge this time rather than the move speed. I wonder if he just didn't like it or if he feels like it's better this time. I'm not really sure, but I love each one either way and love to hear what you have to say about it. Let me know. Thanks. All right.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
All right, we're going to be going to this mid lane. We do see the Wind is going to be picking up a tier 1 neutral token. And it's going to be Duelist Gloves. You'd like to see what it is, but you saw it right here, so you're not going to be able to see it again, ever again. Thank you. Okay, they're going to ping the Wisdom Rune, the double smoke in the mid lane. They're going to be looking to pick up something here. They do see the Wind. They have a swap if they want to use it. It's going to be very far. The swap, the stun comes in. They do Puck ult and doing a lot of damage. Does the snap come out? No, it's not going to happen. Still leashed and walks right mid, and he's going to go down. Stealing 84 damage. Kind of crazy. Juggernaut says, hello. I got my Maelstrom. I'm going to deny these creeps. And Centaur War Runner says, I don't really care. I'm going to let that one hit me because I don't look at explosions. Taking this tier 1 on the side of Pot of Greed. Really good, I think, honestly. Puck is going to be going top. Going to grab that bounty rune just to refill the bottle. Probably going to go... one of the sports is probably going to go pick up the Wisdom right now. It looks like it might be the Veno on the side of Pot of Greed. Now, Sun did pick up theirs already, so they don't have to worry about it. They look like they're trying to be aggressive on this Jug. Jug is going to spin. He does have an Omni Slash. He's going to go away. They're going to teleport the Venge and the Puck in after the dive. And not going to be able to get anything. They throw the Illusionary Orb out. They're going to be able to see the Centaur. The Yules comes out by the Puck. And stun in a second. Oh, the Bushwhackers are going to connect onto 2. And they're going to be able to turn around and take both with that Macropyre. They do see the Jug is underneath the tower right now. He still has the Omni Slash. The Blood Grenade is not going to hit. Right behind him there, 4th World Marshal. And the Razor here as well. Looks like he teleported, or he might have taken the teleporter. Centaur War Runner is just making messes, making problems for the enemy team. He says, hey, people want to be around me? That's fine. I'll get hit. I don't care. You know? Love to see it. So, I like these tanky offlaners that are just going to put pressure on the map. You know, put pressure on the carry. Say, hey, buddy, you know, what are you going to do? And they say, I'm going to do about it. And it's like, what do you mean? And then you're just getting ran down. So, 4-man smoke is going to be coming out for Pot of Greed here. They do see the vision. It's going to pop on the Jakiro and the Hoodwink. Hoodwink is trying to help out his teammate, but it's not going to happen. Does not have the Bushwhack either. They're able to take the ward in a second. They say, hey, we're not going to worry about it. We threw down 2 snakes. It's going to keep it. They say there might be vision up here. We don't know. And I don't think there is vision up there. There we go. Good choice. Tiny, does he take this tower while everybody's gone? Bottom. Ooh, nice. He's able to get one last hit off that creep wave in the ranged variety. He goes for the 4-1-4 build, which not surprising because he does want to just farm, you know. The avalanche with the toss. You know, he doesn't care too much about hitting players right now with the spells, and it's really not where your damage comes from as a carry Tiny or as a core Tiny. Here we go. We're going to be going uphill. We do see the ward just gets placed down with no vision. All right, Tiny's going to get stunned up. Doesn't run away. Throws out the avalanche. Air going to puck ult and swap deep. Okay, the macro fire is going to come out onto 3, and they're going to get a big silence. They're going to centaur ult. It's going to go down, and the Tiny does get traded, but that's all right. They're going to be able to throw the Venom ult, and oh, the Wind Rangers will be able to fight the Venom on the backside, but it's not going to happen. The Yules from the Puck, and Puck might go down, and with the power shot as well. Absolutely fantastic. They know the Venom is back up here. They're going to be able to see him on the Hoodwink. The Hoodwink's going to be running away. He's going to have the Bushwhack in a second. Does he throw it to this tree? He's not going to be able to throw it. He throws it to this tree. He makes his own tree and throws it. It's a little too far out, but that's all right. The Honeydew Juggernaut is going to be up here. Says, listen, I'm just going to hit creeps. Good choice. Chris?
Yeah.
How do you ditchery your do? Could not agree with you more. Alright. Juggernaut's going to be farming these Ancients. Probably could stack them up. Wouldn't be too bad. This is much more of an even game this time. They could deny this top tower here, but Juggernaut's just going to walk right past it. Says, I don't care concern about that kind of stuff. Centaur's going to be up here, going on the Jug. Says, hey, I'm here. And the Jug says, well, hello, I'm here too. Going to be 3 middle right now. Probably could deny this tower too, right? I might need to do a little bit more damage. I think it's 15%. They could take it at 15. Right? Can you deny it here? Or is it 10 for towers? I have no idea. I don't know. Tiny is going to be going for the Silver's Edge. I think that's not a bad choice. And Jakiro's going to just be farming in this lane. Says, hey, what are you guys going to do about it? They say, nothing. We're going to go top. We're going to be able to kill this Centaur War Runner. And you're not going to say anything about it. So, they see the sentry. They say, we don't care about that. Throws the other sentry down. They say, we don't care about that. Alright, nice. So the circle up, they're going to say, hey, everybody's in here. You got to be careful. And the Centaur backs up. I thought he would play a bit more aggressively because the rest of his team here, they are going to scan. They're going to see 2. 3 are smoked up on the side of Conquerors of the Island in the Sun. Bushwhack? He broke. You know somebody's there. He's going to show. Is this a feed? What? Excuse me? What the hell was that? Okay. Tiny is going to go invis, walking away from the Puck that did show. Puck has a DD. I will say they're making moves on the map this time, but they're not being... Like I said, they're moving moves on the map, but they're not being aggressive. There's a little bit of a difference, you know. They're able to make moves, get kills, and rotate, but right now they want to pressure something, and they're kind of just waiting until somebody makes a bad move, right? The Hoodwink walks up the hill and says, oh, I died, but the rest of the team doesn't follow. Okay, they're going to ult onto the Centaur. Centaur's going to ult as well. They're going to Bushwhack the Jug, so you can't get the Omnislash. The Omnislash is still looking forward. They're going to... Oh, my God! The double Shackle is going to come out before the Jug can ult, and the Razor is on the back line. Everybody's almost half dead, and the Power Shot's going to be able to do a lot of damage to the Venom. The Tiny is here. He does have the airlines in 9 seconds. The Venom ult is going to be doing a lot of damage. And they see him. They don't see him. He gets away. Daddy Odin goes down to the aftershock of the Veno ult. And the Centaur Warrunner is almost dead. The Tiny's going to be healthily alive here and takes his tower in one slap. You know, he's like, hey, I wish all the towers went down this fast. We'd end this game very quickly. You know? Boop, boop. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
All right, so they like I said, they were putting pressure, but they weren't being aggressive. And I don't know if being aggressive on a centaur underneath the tier 2 tower is where you want to be. They were able to pick up 2, I think, on the wind and the Chikiro, right, or the hoodwink. They killed the hoodwink, they get amped. They kill, yeah, okay. So the hoodwink and the wind. But is that where you want to be? You know, at 22 minutes, diving a tier 2 and only getting 2 and losing what, 5, 4? You know. Tiny has that Silver's Edge, we know, because we can hear the difference in the slams of the creeps, right? When he's invis, he just gets the burp. But with that Tiny, he gets the crink. You can really hear the difference of that break sound. All right, I'm not going to repeat that, so please don't clip it. We're going to go into the bottom lane. Juggernaut is going to be going for the Manta style. Almost has it. Does see Wind in the lane. They might smoke up and see something. Power Shot is going to show on the Jug. Jug is going to TP with a spin here. It's an excellent choice. Wind does have the Gleipnir, so you got to be careful. Tiny's going to be looking for anything they can find. They're going to Torment top. Goes on Welshie. Oh. That doesn't feel good. That means there's between either Welshie or the Venge, and that's your offlaner right there. I don't know if you want that. They're going to be taking this tier 2 with just, I mean, ease. The Tiny is what he does. They're going to defend this tier 2 against the puck. He says, hey, let's go push out these lanes. We're going to be good to go. They see the rotate from the Tiny. They're like, maybe we can be a little aggressive here. We don't want to chase into no vision, but nobody's going to be here. They're going to be split up. Now, if they cut up right here, they might be able to pick up the Venge. Not going to happen. All right. Tiny keeps walking. Gets the Yasha from the Sanjin Yasha. The Hoodwink, they're going to ping him out. They say, hey, we know people are here. We want to be careful. And they're going to be stunning the Centaur War Runner. Gets pulled back in. Could ult on the Centaur. The Veno ult does go on to somebody. It goes on to the Wind. The Wind is going to bring it to her team. Nope. It's just going to explode. And the Razor is 20 health. He's going to be able to get away. Does not hit the Ice Path. And the Venge is going to go down with the puck. On the high ground with that Tiny Airlines extra damage. The Shackle to the Spinning Juggernaut is going to happen. The Venomancer doesn't have an ult. And the Bushwhack with the big damage. The Centaur ult is going to come out with the Ice Path. And they're not going to be able to get... You've got to get in there with the Omni Slash. You can't hold it for next game. You're not going to be able to use it. Oh my god. The Conquerors of the Sun were looking not, like an even game. And now they've turned it around. They said, hey... You want an even game? That's not us. We're going to take it. Oh, my God. This tier 2 is just melting like butter. It's just melting in the hands of this Tiny. It's like you're on a date with a cute girl, and she's just melting in the hands of the guy talking next to her. And that's the Tiny. The guy she told you not to worry about. Now she's going home with him. So, got to be careful there. The Razor is... I'm surprised the Razor got away. I can't believe the power shot didn't come through. And the ult from the hood... We love a courier kill. We love a courier kill. Razor, are you going to... Now, if you pick up these 6 Lotuses, I'll be okay, right? We love Lotus picks-ups, and we love cheeses, right? We love the cheese on the Roshan, the savory cheese. That somebody eats. I haven't seen one yet, but I'd love to see it. It looks like they're going to go Roche, take the Torment or the Watcher in front, and throw a little extra vision down with the Sentry. And it's going to go down. What is it? Craggy exterior. Tiny attack damage is reduced by 35. Actually, kind of crazy. And go about 7 more seconds. I was pretty close. All right, it was at, I think it was at 5. So there we go. All right, we're gonna be going for this top. Oh no, he's gonna go on the Jug. No, he doesn't. Oh, he's got to go invis. Okay, they're gonna see the Jug on the wave. Oh no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's invis for another, what, 6 seconds? They're going to go on the Jug with a stun as well. The toss up, the Tiny Airlines, and he's going to go down. He doesn't have enough time to Omni Slash because of all the stuns. Oh my god, the tips go out. Oh gosh.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
This is a rough game for the Juggernaut. We're going to be going to this top lane. Jakiro has the mech. Wow. I think this is the first mech Jakiro I've seen in a long time. So much damage, just so much damage from the both of them, and it's
Dire's middle tower is being
as a Jug. What do you do against a Invis Tiny that able to just toss you up, and avalanche you? You know what I mean? Like you've got nothing, and then the Centaur's there as well. You know, if it's the Tiny by himself, I don't know if he's able to get the kill, but because the Centaur's there, you just got to be careful, even more careful. But hey, that's how it is sometimes. You know, you get caught out with your pants down, and they're going to be going bottom. They see the Veno, and the Veno is going to teleport out. They're trying to get as many picks as possible before this. Crash. Well, obviously he didn't crash if he was able to pause and type that. Just kidding. We know it was somebody else. We're going to speed up the game just a little bit here through the pauses because we don't want to just sit here and wait. And that's the fantastic part about the replay editor. So Tiny doing a lot of damage to these towers. I don't know who they got to kill to be able to push high ground, but I'd love to see who it is. I think we're on 4 times speed. Yeah, we're on 4 times speed. All right. So they're going to be able to go. They circle this top tower, and they're going to say, hey, let's go take it. I think they were saying let's put vision here and vision here to see if anybody goes to the ancients. Or over here. Crash. 2i. No problem. R. Ready. All good. Good win. Ready. Let's go. Let's get this game on the road. I'm excited to see. You know, I don't care about the pausing in the game. I want to see who's going to win. I love to watch great Dota. Okay, and pause Dota is bad Dota. Just kidding. If someone disconnects in your regular games, please pause for them. Treat people like you'd want to be treated. Tiny, instantly pausing and unpausing. Yeah, he says, hey, my Venge is drinking water. Allegedly. All right.
People on me?
They said, can we go?
Okay, back to video games.
Team pauses usually unpauses until, oh, oops. All right, let's go. All good. All right, nice. So little all chatting. We're gonna be going in. Venomancer going to be picking up the Wisdom Rune. It looks like they might want to fight at this tier 2, but honestly, I'd let it go. Okay, they're going to smoke on a 3. It looks like they do want to fight at this tier 2. They know the Tiny's not there for a little bit. They have vision of 2 right now. The Omni Slash is going to come out. No, they're not close enough. Okay, the Puck ult is going to come out. The Centaur is going to be going in. They hit the double shackle as well. Okay, the wind explodes, and the Omni Slash comes out on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's going to be running into looking for somebody else. They see the Centaur War Runner. Centaur is going to be clicked down. All right, the Tiny is in here. He is unstoppable, and he is unstoppably late to walk away. Nice. All right. The great fight at the tier 2. I said give it away, and they said no way, man. We don't give these away for nothing. All right. Nice. Looks like you're finally able to get the Omni Slash off. It looks like he needs, you know, I was talking about the telescope on the Juggernaut that picked up the other day. He was a support Juggernaut, to be honest, but maybe you just need the telescope to be able to use it. Because, good God, you know, not being able to get these Omni Slashes off in these fights when you need to is really rough, but he's able to get it off that time, and I think he was able to kill the Jakiro, so he might be going Ags next as well. They're going to be looking to take another fight here. They still have the Aegis, I think? I'm not sure. I can't see it, but we're going to assume they have Aegis. No, they don't. I'm not sure. I'm going to assume they don't have Aegis if they're playing like this. So who do I think they need to get rid of? I think they need to kill the Jug and the Puck to be able to comfortably push high ground. But at some point, you're going to push high ground either way, so I don't know. Either that, or you just need to use the liquid fire, hit the tower, and walk away. Maybe pick up a. I mean, you have a hoodwink. I've talked about it. She has the go nuts, right? Maybe you pick up the stun. Swap could come out by the Venge, but maybe you just pick up the Meteor Hammer. She sits over here, scurries. Meteor Hammer's like right here, and picks up an Aether Lens. I don't know. You know, you'd be able to hit the towers slowly. Gonna be doing a lot here. Stun out from the Venge, the hook from, or the connection from the Razor. The Ice Path is gonna stop that, and the Macropyre kills the Venge with a big damage from the Tiny coming out. The Venom ult is gonna go onto the Tiny. Tiny says, hey, just let me die up here. Let it explode on me. He's taking a lot of damage. Alright, the Jugger's gonna come spin. He does have an Aegis up in 3 seconds. The Razor is almost dead. Gonna take a lot of damage and ties to the Tiny, and the puck jumps in, is able to leash onto 2, but dies to replace that. Tiny's gonna pick up a tree and goes right back in to hit that tower. Nice job. Puck is gonna buy back. It's just cleaving everything down, just sweeping the whole rug. Centaur Warrunner's gonna be going for the shard with the double edge. Juggernaut is taking a little bit of damage, but more or less he's very slow. He's going to spin here, and the Windrunner's going to run right at him, and it's going to kill him, and he's not going to be able to use his ult again! Man, this feels really bad. Tiny just beating these towers down, sweeping the ground, says, hey, I don't care if Jug has an ult. What the fuck is your problem? Holy! Okay, there's a little bit of toxicity coming on. I feel like there's a little bit of coming in. All right, LSD is going to be backing out here. Wow. Holy. That was insane. The tip. I didn't know it was going to make him that upset. I think there's a little bit of mental warfare coming on. You know, I say, right? Dota is not all about physicality, right? I'm not a great player. Crusader at best, maybe on a good day, all right? But you know what? My yapping, immortal, okay? The mentality of the enemy team, and they call out GG on Pot of Greed, a great game number 2. I really think, I think they did well this game. A lot better. A big ult from the snipe from the Hoodwink. Well played. We'd love to see a game in the playoffs. Can't wait for it.